We are continuing on with the gastrointestinal system. Just a recap of what we talked about and ended up with in the previous section. Here, when we talk about the gastrointestinal system, it contains the organs that are involved in the digestion of food and the absorption of nutrients. Not the same as the alimentary canal. Some people feel that goes from the mouth to the anus. Again, it is the mouth, the esophagus, the stomach, the small intestines, large intestines, and the rectum to the anus. You have different types of ducts that are associated with the GI tract. We have what's called the hepatic duct, which goes from the liver to the duodenum, which is located in this area. You can't really see it here. And then you have the cystic duct. It goes from the gallbladder to the duodenum. You can see the gallbladder is sticking out right here, green, and it produces bile, which is used for the digestion or the emulsification of fat or lipids. Okay. Some of the root words that you find in the terminology associated with the gastrointestinal tract include col, which means bile, colon, or like colon, duoden, or duodenum, enter, which means intestine, esophagus, which is esophagus, for example, gastritis, for example, inflammation of the stomach, hemat, associated with blood, like hematology, the study of blood, hepat, liver, hepatitis, itis, meaning inflammation of the liver, hernia, lapar, laparotomy is a particular procedure in which you go through the belly button to do surgery into the abdomen. Orexia, if you say anorexia, we talked about that term a little earlier. It means that without food, that's associated with appetite. Pancreate or pancreas, if I say pancreatic, it means pertaining to the pancreas. Pepsia, associated with digestion, and age, which is associated with swallowing. I can say something like aphasia, which is the inability to swallow. The next one here is, in essence, the largest organ of the body, and again, a wonderful short video on the different aspects of the integumentary system, or associated with the covering of the body, such as the skin, the epidermis, dermis, the subcutaneous layers, hair, nail, mammary glands. If you look at this particular diagram here, the upper layer is your dermis. This particular area is the separation that you have between the dermis here and the epidermis. These are the cells that produce your dermis. Okay. Also, may have what's called melanocytes, which produce the pigment of one's skin. Here we have the dermis, consisting of hair roots, possibly you don't see any hair. This comes from this in this particular diagram. Also, you have blood vessels, etc. Located here in nerves. And then you have the subcutaneous here. Some people call it the hypodermis. And you can see a lot of the fat. And under the skin, of course, is the muscles and major blood vessels. So this is the first line of defense against disease, physical hazards. It is a layer that is cannot absorb water. Keratin allows you to be waterproof, and again, very important part of our survival. Certain key words that you find is adip, adipose, for example, is a word that you can get from this particular root word dealing with fat. Cutaneous, contain means skin, Dermatitis, inflammation of the skin. Dermatology, study of the skin. So dermat, and then skin. Histology, the study of tissue. Tissue. Kerat, meaning hard. Keratin is a pigment that's produced within the epidermis, allow for you to be waterproof. Mastectomy, removal of the breast, for example, is a word that comes from mast, meaning breast. Melanocytes, cells that produce melanin. Melan means black. Necrosis, destruction of a cell, death of a cell. And onyk, dealing with nail. Okay, important words that you should be familiar with. Here, again, we're going to talk about another system. This is the lymph and blood system. Very, very important. The lymphatic system is responsible for collection, filtering, and returning plasma water, leaving the blood vessels. Again, I will encourage you to look at the video in relationship to the lymphatic system. Okay, you have lymph nodes all over your body. The major places that you find it is your cervical lymph nodes, the axillary lymph nodes associated with your groin area. And basically, this is, if you see this little red area here, those are lymph nodes, and those particular lymph nodes are involved in where lymphocytes are found. And a lot of times you will have the body will send bacteria and other disease cells to that particular area, which will be attacked by lymphocytes. The lymphocytes are part of the white blood cells. Right? The largest lymphatic organ is your spleen, which is located in this particular area. So the lymph system is responsible for collecting, filtering, and returning plasma water, leaving the blood. It is the center of the immune system, especially the lymph nodes. You have the thymus, which is about thymus, is part of the endocrine system. You have the tonsils, which is the lymphatic tissue at the back of your throat. You have the spleen, which is located over here, and adenoids, that's located within the head. So the spleen is responsible for removing old red blood cells. Of course, lymphocytes are found within the lymph nodes. Again, these red dots illustrated lymph nodes are found in that particular area, allowed to attack bacteria and provide immunity. Different words that you find associated with the lymph blood system is aden, gland, bacteria, site, cell, cytology, the study of cells, hemat, we've seen this before, blood, hematology, hemo, blood, we have hemoglobin. Hemoglobin is a protein that's associated with the blood cells. Leukocyte, these white blood cells. We have lymph, lymphatic, of course just lymph. Phlebotomy, removal of blood from a vein. Phleb, vein. Spleen, splenectomy, removal of the spleen. Sepsis, to putrefy. Sepsis is a major disease and complication of surgery sometimes. Thrombosis is the clot that is now dislodged from a particular vessel. Thyme or thymus. Okay, please be familiar with these words associated with the lymph and blood system root. Okay, the muscular system. Okay, very, very important. Again, the videos there from Khan Academy, very excellent video to give you an overview of the muscular system. Over 600 muscles that give shape and movement to the body. Made of different fibers and attached to the bones by tendons. And you have two different types of muscles. You have the voluntary muscles, the skeletal muscles. And they allow for movements such as your biceps, triceps. They find within your arm, allows for movement of the arm. And then you have involuntary muscles that move automatically. The heart is an involuntary muscle. When you swallow a particular food, you have peristalsis. It allows for food to pass throughout your digestive system. That is an involuntary muscle that operates automatically. And you have agonists, produce a flexion movement, and antagonists, contract or bring limbs back to their original position. So if you move your arm up, that is done by your bicep. That's the flexion movement because it's bringing the arm towards the body. And then you have an antagonist muscle like the triceps, which contracts and bring the limbs to the original position or extends the arm. Right? So as you can see here, our body is covered by muscles, a whole bunch of different muscles. You will not need to learn this at this particular point in time. If you do biology or anatomy and physiology, you definitely need to know this. Gross anatomy. Okay. Certain key terms: bursa, usually talking about pockets within the muscles associated with the elbow joints, knee joint. Chondra or cartilage. Okay, that is what the tendons, okay, you see here, are made up of. Muscle, myocarditis, inflammation of the muscle, fiber, rhabdo, rod, and tendon associated with the movement as tendon. Okay, we are moving along quite well. Here we're dealing with the nervous system. We have our cerebrum, which is give us our personality, allows for movement of limbs and control many body functions. We have our cerebellum, which is involved in proprioception and allows for balance to occur. You have our pituitary gland, that's right here, and the little stalk that's come from the hypothalamus. Okay, this is fluid, the fourth ventricle, very important for the movement of fluid throughout the spinal system. And then your brainstem. Your brainstem controls your autonomic system, such as breathing and heart rate, etc. So the neuron is the basic functional unit. Again, the Khan Academy have a very good video relationship to neuron. You have over 100 billion neurons. You have your central nervous system and spinal cord. Yeah, so here's your central nervous system and spinal cord. Branches that come from spinal cord is called the peripheral nervous system, and that gives you your control over your autonomic nervous system or the automatic functions of your body, such as the movement of food to the digestive system that's controlled by peristalsis. And then you have somatic nervous system control the voluntary action of your body, such as the movement of your muscles as you walk, as you talk, as you move around. Okay, some of the root words that you should be familiar with is angus, pain, cerebrum, encephalo, brain, ethos, sensation, meninges, ment, mind, myel, spinal cord, nerve, phase, speech, psycho, mind, somat, body. Okay. And there's still a little bit more to go. We'll do that next set.